A new global study suggests extreme picky eating is far more common than once thought. Researchers looked at more than 35,000 children aged 3 to 8 and found that up to 18% eat such a limited range of foods that they're at risk of nutritional deficiencies and developmental delays. Judith Yeabsley is a nutritional therapist, joins us this morning. Hi, Judith.
Kia ora, Ryan. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Judith, what are children not eating enough of?
Generally, fruit and vegetables.
No surprises there. Is this picky eat? Like, how do you just? Why do some kids eat fruit and vegetables and others not?
A whole range of reasons, Ryan. I mean, it's quite complex. It could be that they've got sensory sensitivities. It could be that that their environment, they don't get offered a lot of fruit and vegetables. There's a lot of reasons why they could eat less fruit and vegetables than other children.
And what is it doing to children in their development?
Well, I mean, optimally, to perform optimally, obviously we need a range of foods, fruit and vegetables. However, if your child is not eating fruit and vegetables for a period of time, it's not necessarily a huge problem. And often, if parents stress about what the children are eating, that can exacerbate the problem. So, it's better to sort of relax into it and help them have relaxed meals, because that is more likely to help them eat fruit and vegetables in the future.
Because my mum used to say, Judith, if you don't finish what's on your plate, then you don't get dessert.
Yeah, I know. And those old school tactics are not necessarily the best way to encourage children to eat, because when you say, if you don't eat the fruit and vegetables, then you don't get the dessert, what you're saying is, if you eat the yucky stuff, you get the yummy stuff, which is not necessarily a great long-term message.
Why not?
Well, because what you're saying is the vegetables are not very nice.
But they're not.
Because
in all seriousness, it's like with anything with kids these days. You have to, if you don't work hard, you don't get to play. You've got to do your homework before you can go outside. I mean, are these not reasonable things that we've always taught our kids? What's wrong with continuing to teach them?
Because I think that fruit and vegetables can be delicious, and that's a message that we should be teaching our children, that eating a wide variety of foods is good for us, and it can also be pleasurable. And I know just from my children that they're quite happy to eat vegetables, and that those are a normative part of what they eat.
So do you think that when they taste tomato, and I remember as a child what a tomato tasted like, now I like it, but as a child it was yucky. Is that in your head, or do your taste buds develop in a way that actually it becomes tasty the older you get?
I do think taste buds change, and yes, I do think that you taste things differently as a child. However, if the messaging is that tomato is yucky, and so you have to fight your way through the tomato to get your ice cream, I'm not sure that that's very helpful.
Appreciate your time this morning, Judith. Thank you very much for that. And for those kids who are sitting there eating breakfast this morning, whatever is in front of you, well, I'm not going to give you advice. Okay, I'm not your parent. Thankfully, Judith Yeabsley, a nutritional therapist with us.